Hi, I'm Joni.
And I'm Kitt. We're the co-founders of Practically Perfect.
And today we're going to talk about how to fold shirts that don't have sleeves. We got so many awesome views on our t-shirt folding video. So we're going to do this one, and we'll also do a video about how to fold long sleeves coming up next.
And it's actually funny, losing a sleeve on a shirt does make it a little trickier to fold.
I know, you would think that less fabric would equal easier fold. I think because so many different tank tops have a different shape that it's a little bit tricky. And also, it's not necessary to fold your tank tops. I actually hang all of my sleeveless tops except for the really small little camisoles. And so as I was preparing to film this video, it occurred to me, oh, I don't know if I have a personal standard, because my personal standard is to hang them, but certainly we run into different shapes and sizes of sleeveless tops in our clients' homes. So we'll show you a few different ways to fold.
Yes, but also if you are like us and don't fold your tank tops, stay tuned for videos about how to hang your tanks, and we have like a special little hack that maybe you haven't thought of. So look out for that one. So we have 3 different kinds of sleeveless shirts, and we're going to show you the basics on how to fold each of them. It is very different than folding a t-shirt, but I think we will start with what I would consider the easiest. Do you know which one that is?
I do. But there's a big reveal going to happen here.
Da, da, da. This is a camisole.
Yep. I'll tell you why I think this is the easiest one for you to fold. It's because for the most part, this shirt already has a really nice rectangle. And rectangles and squares, we know from our previous videos, are easy to fold. And so I think that's why it feels the easiest.
Okay, so I know that you have a special way that you like to fold these. So would you like to show us?
Well, of course, we're going to start face down. And I just want to get these straps tucked away as soon as possible. So I'm going to fold the shirt in half, tuck away these little straps, and let's just fold in thirds, shall we?
I like it.
Okay, and then whether you're placing this on a shelf or you're file folding it in a drawer, you have a really nice little profile here. And I would just say, and this goes with any item that you're folding, depending on where you're storing it, you might need to have an extra fold added into the mix. So if you're going in a shallow drawer, in that case, I would say you could totally go in half and in half again instead of doing the thirds. You can just kind of play around with that depending on the size of your drawer.
Yeah, I think it is going to vary. It's all about consistency. So whatever size you're choosing, just make sure it's consistent across the board, because that's what's going to keep your drawers looking super neat. And so this is a different style tank top. Ready for the big reveal?
Classic tank.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
Classic tank. So this has a little bit more fabric, a little bit thicker strap. It's a little bit wider. It's a looser fit, if you will. So we're going to start face down and then fold in half, because what we're trying to do is take these straps, which are a little extra, and tuck them away. And again, to each their own, depending on the size of your drawer and whatever else is going in your drawer or on your stacks. I probably would fold this again in half, so that way it's a little bit narrower and a little bit more sturdy. So as you can see, we're back to our classic rectangular shape. And then I think maybe like folding into thirds. It's going to be a nice size. But we can also just do folding it in half if you want to do the stagger fold in your drawer. There's no wrong way to do this.
That's right. And if you were going to put that onto a shelf, Kit, and so you wanted sort of a stack of tank tops on a shelf that you knew weren't going to wobble, then you might want maybe a wider fold.
Yes, then I would probably not do the extra and just leave it here and then fold in thirds. Because it's going to allow for better stacking.
Yeah.
And then this one, I'm going to let you have fun with this little puppy.
Alas, we have to start with face down. It's our burden to bear. Okay, this is very similar to folding a t-shirt.
Very.
Except one part is different. You take the collar line and you're going to want to match it to the very bottom edge of the tank top. And one thing I'll say is I've gotten a little bit tripped up when I've just sort of met the shoulders with what seems to be the bottom, because you're going to have this extra piece here. You're not going to like that. So you want to make sure that you're finding the very end of the tank top with the collar, not the shoulder. And now we're going to just fold in from the sides of the collar here. And that's the line that we're looking to match.
An imaginary line from the collar to the bottom.
It's an imaginary line. Thank you, Kit. And then you can just fold it in half. Easy peasy.
Yes.
Or again, depending on the drawer that you're going in, you could, of course, choose a third instead of a half.
Don't
Hi,
mind my
Bamba.
dog coming in and out of the doggy door. Perfect.
It's perfect. It's practically perfect. So now we've shown you how to fold 3 different styles of sleeveless tops. We're having so much fun putting out this content, so hopefully it's what you're looking for.
Yes, and if you liked what you saw and you learned a little something, hit the subscribe button below and be sure to stay tuned for future videos. Remember, if it's practical for you,
It's perfect for you.
thanks for joining. You're super specific and extra.
And fully distracted by your antics.